This is an introduction to one of my favorite songs, Silver Dagger. If you just want to hear my cover of the song, go ahead and skip to the next reel. Otherwise, I'm going to talk about it for just a minute. It was probably about 20 years ago, circa 2005. My parents had a Bob Dylan bootleg series and a Bob Dylan live at the 1964 Philharmonic series. And this one song came on that absolutely struck me. I mean, it pierced me right here. It was so beautiful and so pure, and I thought the melody was just so beautiful. And so I asked my mom who it was, and she said, that's Joan Baez. And it's pronounced Baez, but she didn't know that. I learned later. And she said, that's Joan Baez. And I said, well, who's that, you know? And she said something along the lines of, well, she was a folk singer and she was really popular, also anti-war activist. And her brother Stephen had at least one of Joan Baez's records. The song that Joan was singing was Silver Dagger. And Silver Dagger is considered a traditional American folk song. Of course, what that really means is open to a lot of debate and interpretation, but the version that Joan sings is a shortened version of some versions that were traveling around in America and probably had predecessors in Britain prior to that. But the 4 verses that Joan sings has become almost canon in and of itself. And so I loved this song so much, and I loved her recording of it so much, that I basically started down a path of falling in love with her music and with the whole mid-century folk revival. I haven't been listening to that music as much in recent years, but there's this little movie out called A Complete Unknown, and it has kind of reawakened my love for mid-century folk revival music. And so, a little rendition of me doing Silver Dagger. I am finger picking. I tried to finger pick the way that Joan does on the recording, on her 1960 recording, but I don't know if I do it completely the same, but it sounds pretty similar. And another note about that recording, if you're still here, congratulations. No, thank you for still being here. Another interesting note about that